Alright guys, thank you for tuning in on a Monday afternoon. What I'm going to share with you today are an oversized med ball exercise and a variation on how to do it and an explanation, as well as how you can incorporate it into your boot camp. So usual thing guys, if you're jumping on now, hit like, let us know who's watching. Obviously we know more people who are liking the videos and commenting on the videos, the more likely it is for more people to see it, and as you know, we want everything to be seen by as many people as possible within this group. So what I've got here, I'm going to have two of our oversized medicine balls. Oh, also before I start that, if you weren't aware, we now have an approved medicine ball course as well. Awesome, thank you very much. So that is a new thing. It's completely just come out, I believe, last week. Put plenty of work in it, so there's lots of different variations, and part of that is the oversized medicine balls. It's probably one of my favorite things in the course. I enjoy using them, a bit of fun, and they're a good challenge. Now, I've got behind me, I've got a 30 kilo and a 45 kilo. Just for a bit of reference, I always say they're worth about double the weight. All right, so for women, anywhere between a 20 and a 30 kilo is usually pretty good. Obviously, some stronger people can lift heavier. And for guys, again, anywhere between that 30 and 45 kilo is good. So if you're picking up a 30 kilo med ball, I always say it's equivalent to like a 60 kilo deadlift or thereabouts, all right? So it is plenty challenging, but it's a bit of fun, and I'm gonna show you how to do the shouldering technique with a couple of variations on each one, and then how you might incorporate this into your boot camp. So, all right, so we've got the 30 kilo ball here, and we've got the 45 kilo ball there. Now, if you're shouldering the weight, you've got a couple of options. You can go, say, strict technique, or you can go more of like a clean, so more like a power technique, like an Olympic clean. So I'm going to show you with the lighter one, just that sort of power technique, which is going to basically get it from the floor to my shoulder as quick as possible. And I can do that because I can do it with that one as well, but this one, it works well because it's a lighter ball, so it's a bit easier, all right? So either way, whatever you want to do is when you start up, you want to make sure with this, you're going to be working more off a, like I suppose, a squatting deadlift pattern as opposed to a hinging deadlift pattern, all right? So you're going to come down under the ball, you work your fingers underneath the ball, and when you start, you want to start in this sort of position with your arms nice and straight and your chest nice and high. Now you don't want to start with the arms bent like this. It just puts so much pressure on the biceps and makes it more challenging than what it really could be or should be. So you get your hands underneath. From here, I'm going to use my legs and drive. So I'm going to use my legs and drive like a deadlift, basically, from there. All right? And I'm going to use that explosive power to get it up onto my shoulder. All right? So again, from here, in one easy movement. All right, so that's the 30 kilo. If you're using the 45 kilo or a heavier one, you might need to be a bit more strict with your technique. All right, so it's the same thing at the bottom. You're going to work the ball over the top of your finger, so it's really good to not do this on concrete because it'll mess up the back of your fingers, all right? With the ideal technique, that is. So I'm going to work it onto my fingers from here. I'm going to lift. I'm going to bring my knees in, and I'm going to cuddle the ball. And now this is important because what happens is when I do this, if I go side on, I work my way side on, you'll see the ball's actually up high on my chest. And when I get the chin down, from here I'm going to use more like a hinge technique. So cuddling the ball. And that hinge technique allows me to get the ball from my knees, so from this position on my knees, up onto my shoulder in a very effective manner. Like when I do this, it cuts off the stomach and my lower chest there, and it almost brings it straight up onto my shoulder. So we'll go from front on. Here's the cuddle, knees are in, up onto the shoulder. Now, how you can incorporate these, you can see it's hard. So how you can incorporate this stuff into your boot camp, guys, if you've got one of these, you can do it as like a shoulder tap technique. So if you're running a circuit or something like that, you might grab someone out for a minute, and they might go for as many on the shoulders or over the shoulders as they can in a minute. Could also be just part of the circuit in general, so it could be one station in the circuit, or a good one is that shoulder tap in an AMRAP. So if you're completing an AMRAP, you got your clients going and you go, all right, tap on the shoulder, off you go. Let's see how many over the shoulders you can go in a minute. Once they're done, write 15 reps or whatever they've got on a whiteboard. Whew. So you see, a couple of reps and heart rate's high and breathing is hard. A couple of reps on, you write how many reps they've done on the whiteboard. Once a minute's over, they go back and continue the AMRAP. Just one of the easy techniques to incorporate these sort of things into your boot camp. All right, guys, that's it. We're going to be sharing a few med ball activities throughout the week, so stay tuned. Don't forget to hit like and comment below on if you've got some of these or if you're interested in getting some. And yeah, don't forget we've got the new course approved. 10 cc, 11 cc's. So plenty of cc's for the course, guys. We'll put the details below. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, hit like, and we'll see you later in the week for another video. See you tomorrow.